In the secret Black Hills, around 1840, Tashunke Crazy Horse, was born among the free winds and wandering buffalo. The son of a shaman and a Minakanju mother, he lost his mother at the age of 4, a loss that marked him forever. Nicknamed Curly for his curly hair, he grew up in the wilderness, his heart tied to the Lakota land. At 12, a vision called to him. A warrior on a dancing horse, protected from lightning and hail, commanded him to fight without seeking glory. This experience shaped his soul. Introverted, generous, a mystic who rejected fame to serve his people.
In 1854, at 14, Crazy Horse witnessed the Grattan Massacre. U.S. soldiers killed Lakota chief over a dispute over a cow. The fury ignited his heart. While still a boy, he participated in his first raids against the Crow and Shoshone, displaying a courage that seemed to defy death. His personality was formed, a silent warrior who refused scalps and trophies, guided by a sacred vision. Every battle was an offering to the freedom of his people, not to personal glory.
In December 1866, Crazy Horse, now shirt wearer, orchestrated the Fetterman fight. With only 7 warriors as bait, he lured 80 U.S. soldiers into an ambush on the snow-covered hills of Fort Phil Kearny, annihilating them. His tactical brilliance shone. He used the terrain as a weapon, moving like a shadow. Protected by his medicine, a sacred stone behind his ear, he seemed invulnerable. This triumph revealed a mystical warrior whose strength lay in his devotion to the people, not in his arrogance.
In 1867, Crazy Horse suffered a defeat at the Wagon Box fight, where the modern rifles of U.S. soldiers repelled the Lakota assault. This setback made him more cautious, refining his strategy. His personality emerged, not a political leader, but a spiritual warrior, learning from his mistakes to protect sacred lands. He rejected the 1868 Treaty of Fort Laramie, seeing its signing as a betrayal of Lakota freedom.
In the 1870s, gold in the Black Hills attracted thousands of settlers, violating the treaty. Crazy Horse led raids against Custer's expeditions in 1873-74, protecting Pahasapa, the spiritual heart of the Lakota. His personality was fiery, elusive, never wounded, guided by visions that made him a ghost to his enemies. His exploits united the Lakota, Cheyenne, and Arapaho, creating an epic alliance against the white invasion.
In June 1876, Crazy Horse struck first at the Battle of the Rosebud, stopping General Crook with a surprise attack. With 1,500 warriors, he used the terrain to disorient his enemies, charging like lightning. His personality shone, an invincible leader, protected by his medicine, fighting for sacred land. This victory set the stage for the greatest triumph, cementing his legend among the Lakota.
On June 25, 1876, Crazy Horse led the charge at the Little Bighorn, annihilating Custer and 263 soldiers. His strategy, a flank attack at a mile-long gallop, was devastating. Protected by vision, he seemed to dance amid the bullets, an invincible ghost. This triumph was the pinnacle of Lakota resistance, but also the beginning of the end. America vowed revenge. His personality was legendary, a warrior who lived for the people, not for himself.
The winter of 1876 brought hunger and cold, with the U.S. Army burning villages. Crazy Horse
with 1,000 followers, surrendered on May 5, 1877, to the Red Cloud Agency, hoping to save his people. His personality remained intact, humble, devout, a mystic who rejected white civilization. But internal jealousies, especially from Red Cloud, began to weave a web of suspicion around him.
In September 1877, suspicions of rebellion led to Crazy Horse's arrest. Betrayed by Lakota allies like Little Big Man, he was stabbed in the back with a bayonet while in custody, dying a martyr. His last words, "My people await me," resonated like a cry of resistance. His personality, an inextinguishable fire, faded, but his spirit remained eternal.
Crazy Horse wasn't just a warrior. He was a symbol of Lakota resistance. Never photographed, never defeated, his legend lives on in the Black Hills, where an unfinished sculpture has celebrated him since 1948. Passed down by his descendants, his spirit still dances in the prairie winds, a fire that defies oblivion. His life, mystical, elusive, invincible, reminds us of the fight for freedom, a legacy that burns eternal.
Thanks for following us on the Hidden Drawers of History. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time.